guys, in this weekly prediction, let's recap what happened last week and try to make it very quick. So we start with the Q this time because we noticed that the Qs is the leading movement in the market. So the last prediction made is that we want to see the break this movement, some sort of cup and handle, weird cup, triple cup and handle. We want to see this fill. People wait for it to close the gap, but my prediction was that we're gonna reach this line and see what happened. Exactly touch this line here, the 307, and immediately sold off on Friday. And this one is not that good, although we are still in a nice uptrend, so still good. But this is a zone of a lot of liquidity. This is the main reason why it tried to come up this way. And if you follow me, you could see that what happened. This was an uptrend very fast, an uptrend, and then it breaks here. And when it breaks, it fell after. And usually there is a lot of liquidity of people who bought the Qs for the stock and wanting or wishing it to still continue higher. So if they are averaging down, they will push the price up, and when the price will reach the zone, they will start to sell. And this is why you saw this movement on last Friday. So with the Qs, the prediction was 100% correct, which was nice. So what's going to be with the Qs next week? So just by looking at it, you can see a nice uptrend, higher highs, lower highs, which is good. I don't look like this sell-off, but usually the price action like to still retest and see if there are still a lot of sellers, and then if there are still a lot of sellers, to move and to bring the buyers to fight. And the 200, a nice zone to reach, the 95 zone. If I'm checking my algo, this movement, this is too big movement, so it seems that the recent zone to retest it to 99.50 and to see if the buyers come below the 300 and push the stock higher. There is no clear divergence yet. We check it here. This is 850 and this one is still above. So in order to be perfectly, it should come a little bit lower and then created the divergence, and then have a long continuation to the upside again. And if it breaks, it could fall even to the 293.50 area, and basically is near the 200. This is a zone. This is a zone. If buyers won't come here, fall here, and then we try, and it will still be an uptrend. This is the low. This is the low. Be this one is the low, and then push higher. Good correction. If we will check correction by Fibonacci retracement, see the area of the 61 to 95 to 96 area, and if it move lower, it push it a little bit higher. Thus make it fairly fair an area to bounce from as a correction. So I'm still bullish in the short term. Long term, I'm biased to the short side. This is the 4-hour chart. So you can see this is the trend. We broke it once, retested, and then it's a sideways move with a, let's say, break. See here, this zone, much earlier zone I draw, and it reached, touched it, and fell down. So it break below, and we don't have continuation. But the trend, see it up. Momentum is nice. Basically eliminate those line. What we have now, if we draw a line here, we can see the break, but I don't believe this is the break to the downside. The momentum is still positive. Any move to the downside will meet the buyers, so they will push it higher again to test the 305, 306 again, and maybe push to the 313. And I think this is a zone where the market want to reach if it want to continue higher. Need to test this 313 zone, and if we manage to break it, we probably see the low. But at the moment, this is a downtrend. I know it break the 200, it might do so and come back. Might see it as a false move, like we did it here. You see it's yellow. Basically move down, move up, down, move up. This is the third, so this is the big move. A, B, C, D is the last weakest move. So we might see something like this, then come back to the downtrend again. Sorry. So this is with the cues at the moment. So next week probably you're gonna see a move to the downside, bring the bars, then try to break again to 306. If it breaks, it goes above and reach 13 and then fall off. I want to see the divergence, so I don't have a clear entry yet. In short term, I still don't have an entry. Take something. So there is a small potential of a nice move. 303, 302.70, probably get rejected. Bring the bars and then try to reach to the 305.50. And there are a lot of sellers above between 307, 305.50, which who can push the stock down, the price action down. Started to be a divergence to the downside in the shorter term. So it can, even if it open with a gap up, immediately will fall. If it open with a gap down, let's check something. Below the 301 break, so let's where get to 99.50 to 19.30 area, and there is more chance for it to fall because this small divergence on the downside. So this is with the cues. Let's continue with buy. Buy basically did it manage to close the gap? Check it. Gap. No, it didn't close the gap yet. Because the cues is leading. Gonna be very interesting to see if the cues open with a gap up. The SPY will immediately push higher, close the gap, and then fall. But the target for the SPY, as you see, this is lagging, is the 410. And with the cues, we reached the 307, 305 area. We already reached and then push down. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the SPY is going to do. It's lagging, it probably try to reach there and then fall. And then if the SPY is moving higher, probably the cues will move higher. So it's going to be interesting who will lead who. At the moment, still see the same. Don't see anything special here. You can see basically there is no divergence. If I want to see a move to the upside, I want to see a nice move to the downside, greater divergence, continuation, see a nice entry and then push higher. Basically look the same. And if you want to move higher with SPY, I want to see a clean break above the 395 yeah, 395.50. I want to see a nice clean break above, close above, and then higher. It doesn't mean it want to do a flash to the downside, the 394. Then bring the buyers higher, but at the moment it seems a little bit weak. But I think the buyers with the SPY will come and push it higher. With the Qs, they don't see enough buyers down. Then we have to see who is leading who. Again, with the SPY and the Qs, there is a divergence downside. It doesn't mean the flash to the downside. It means the downside to the 393, 392 area, to this area. So shorter time frame. In the longer time frame, the SPY and the Q are still strong. So any nice move to the downside, great divergence. So in the longer term of the week, we're gonna see a nice move to the upside. But on Monday, Tuesday, you can create a little bit the fusion if it opens with a gap down. At the moment, I don't think it open with a gap down. I think it will open with a gap up and then push high. I think it will open here, bring it, then move higher. So this is the SPY. Else I don't see. Let's go for Tesla and let's try to be quicker. With Tesla, very strong uptrend. Let's clear all those very nice trends, so it probably can on it. See what happened. I make it again. It reached to an area of accumulation and distribution zone, and then fade off, but it was still strong here. But there is a nice gap of the 8660. And my last prediction was that if I'm gonna see the break to the upside, even see it break to the 850 and even to the 900. And there is the ability in the shorter term. It seems that it goes with a weakness, and this weakness is not that good because if it breaks below 810, 811, it'll drop to the 795 and not that good. So probably could open and break here. You can see here this is the divergence, but there is no confirmation of finishing it. But it here, this is down and up, which is good. So a little bit coming here, any move to the downside will push it here and try to retest, break it higher to 860 and 900. This will be a very good move of Tesla. Still very bullish, but needs some sort of move to the downside, take some profit off the table. Check 4-hour chart. You can see it how it touched the 8 to 6, tried to break the Fibonacci level 840, immediately fell off. Did a nice eventually volume here, volume here, volume here. Very good. So it might hold 800 again, retest it, and then move again upside. There is a gap here at 860, which probably will try to take it, and we have divergence. I don't see here. This is 97, 94, 95. There is some sort of reversal. So probably another red candle will push it to 800 and can even spike down and then move up. So be very careful. Anything else about Tesla? No, you have the key level. We got back to them, which is very nice. So enjoy the ride to the upside, guys. You have a trend here, so still strong. Let's go to Apple. Yeah. Alright, Apple reach again the Fibonacci level 155, sell off, basically very easy move. It's out to be red, so be careful, the momentum start to be weakened. Sellers came in here 150, 149, and again 155, so every 10 bucks they are entering. See here the big red candle, and this is not that good. You see the volumes, the sellers are lurking out, so have to be very careful. We don't gonna see another red candle. If I will take a trend line, this is what you have to be very careful. Any cross below the 50 will put stock to retest 145, 150. Yes, at the moment, last two bullish, good, but we are still downtrend zones. Very careful with it. Just think a reversal. But this is a reversal which broke trend. You can see this is the high, now it's higher highs. Broke a trend. Let's see it here more clearly. Here. Bigger. Alright. See it here. So this is low, low, low. This is higher lows. This is the break of the trend. So price like to probably come to retest the 145, 147 area. Those are where our Fibonacci level reach them. Next target 156 and probably there will break. And I think now we're gonna see a break to the downside, retest it, and then continue to the upside, which is a very nice move in Apple. If we go to the minute, it here was very nice prediction here with Fibonacci level. Reach 148, 153. Now resting on it. So do we see here any pullback? No, not yet. There is still any move to the downside will create a divergence again to the move to the upside. And yes, there is some weakness, but there are still has power to move to the upside. So be very careful this week. Let's go to Meta. Alright, see what Meta did. Exactly what I was afraid of. Break, boom, flash to the downside. So basically try to clear the gap. When it cleared, it immediately gapped down, and this is not good. Now we need to fill the gap out, which is cool, because we know the stock will try to move up again eventually someday. And there is, I think, a gap at 164. Let's go for the minute. If we have gap to close, yeah, there is a gap here to close 165. So probably try to reach it higher. We have a trend to the downside. This is a break of the trend. This is a continuation of the uptrend. This is a sideways. Decided to move up, bring the buyers. There is a divergence to the downside. Really very easy, like Tesla. So good break, then move to the upside. Be very nice. And let's take the A. Alright. here. Old trend, bro. See the break of the trend. This is very old, so I can hit it. So here, and sideways move. Try to break it, move higher. There is still upper gap. Get filled. Probably try to reach there. I see weakness in A coming. I think try to reach the 166 and then immediately break to the downside. Be very careful. You're gonna see it. Get here. See how it looks like. So break here. Good, mean, and downside. Check 1 hour chart. So this is the 1 hour chart. Okay, very nice. Let me check something. Break coming here. This is the uptrend, 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 uptrend. We're still in an uptrend, but there is a weakness. Check. There you can see divergence, so probably small push to the downside and then immediately try to make another attempt. I think this is gonna be a zone 166, 165 distribution, and then immediately fell off. MRNA. See the distribution fell off. Trying to make something here to the side. This rejection candle. Don't like those. Started to be small divergence. I don't know. Downside. Let's go for the power chart. Let's try to clear. So the MRNA like to basically in any time frame they like to do a false break to the upside, immediately false break to the downside, then resuming. So be very careful with it. We see how it moved down, double candle, double bottom, then move up and triple here, and buyers still holding it. Momentum is for the downside. You can see it here. I think MRNA will fall down to retest it again. Have to be very careful. It can flash you down. If it flash, change the trend and move downside. Don't like it, but let me check something. Yes, I think it needs to reach to the needs to reach to the 152.50 area. Which is a nice spot to get. This will be a flash. Then resuming here. Still strong. Didn't change the trend completely to the upside. Make it moves. This is a nice move. So it needs to adjust to take some theme and then strength. At the moment, could be a move 180, 152 to 200. Here. Yeah, there are lots of sellers. It could try to reach again to the 168. This area. Try to reach here. Then go careful this move. This area, big rejection zone, and next is a 170 and above it up, but this is a very small time frame, so a day. The moment seems that it wants to reach to the 145. I don't know. Here, this is the area. 1. This is MRNA. No big prediction. have to follow. The momentum is negative, so I think it will move to the downside. You can see there is no volume. No volume here, just rejection, rejection. So basically it's fusion zone. Each time it reaches, it sell, it sell. So it probably needs a big candle to break, bring the sellers, and then flash to the downside. See it here. Then they started to sell at 180, take the profit. So now they average down 155, so the stop loss is probably 150. So MRNA, let's give it up. Let's go to Mara. Move up, probably yes. Fusion here. See the line. In line with it. Still push up. There is some momentum. You can see the sellers stepping in. Very nice. Going up, up, up. Still the momentum up. Nothing unique here. And probably again with RIOT. Didn't manage to break again. Try to do so. We have some sort of divergence. Probably another move downside. This is a break, small break. Nice reversal here. This is just a reversal in a big downtrend. Careful with it. Any move to the upside with the sellers. Be very let's check the gold. Probably didn't move much. Let's see. Follow it. Yeah, it didn't move much. Sideways, try to move up. But you can see there is divergence to the downside. Probably finish with red. Probably try to move here and then decided what to do. Gonna move up, down. So be very careful with it. I know the momentum started to be positive, but it didn't finish to break to the upside. Check it here. Downtrend, 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 downtrend. Good. But I wanted to break to the downside. Then we're gonna see. Then we gonna see it here. So this is the break of the uptrend, of the downtrend, and then move to the upside. So if the gold moved to the upside, the market should move to the downside. So they started to build position for next week. Not that good. Let's check the oil. With all nice sideways. See it here. Touch, reject, try to manage to break. So above here, very nice. Try to move up. At the moment, sideways, I won't trade it because do sideways, choppy, move up, immediately fall. You see it rejected, so down rejected. I think the oil probably gonna follow what the market will do, and then decided to. Let's enter a new stock, AMD. Let's try to make a prediction. Alright, so this is the power chart moving. So what we are seeing here, let's go for the daily. This is daily chart, so up very nicely, break the trend, the upside, move down, 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 down. So we're still in a daily dip in a downtrend, all right? And we can see the volume here, nice rejection, and when it's moving up, there is no big volume, but now where it's moving down, there is. So people try to find an entry. This is 488. So there is a small divergence upside because this one, now we're going here, so this could be nice entry to upside here. Try to take out the 100 and check for chart now. Let's see it broke the 200 and see it here now. This is a downtrend. This is a break of downtrend. Try to upside fail, then move the downtrend. You can see when it's making a move to downside, immediately the buyers stepping in. So the buyers bought this place, all the buyers bought here, then you can start to buy here. So the average price is probably this zone. This is the average price. So up, and now what we see here, I am moving upside, and this is a break and move downside. So basically they don't know what to do with this stock. It's following the market, but this follow the downtrend is gonna be a break of the downtrend. The price will hold down here below the line, create break like here. This is it. This is higher high. This is a break of the trend. So it will try to bring the price probably from 80, or even below it from 78, and then try to push higher, fight, reach 100. Because this is a nice zone. See it here, how it reacts to it several times. The 100, 110 is nice, big zone. Liquidity that the markets like to reach there. Check something else. So I want the MD to show you something that could be, you can check it even in the SPY market and stuff. So you can see it clearly. This is an uptrend. You can see it making higher lows and higher highs, and then you can see here a break. Change the color again. So this is a break. As you see it here, this area is a break. So what happens when there is a break of the trend? Price action like to test it. So yes, it falls down deeply and then see what it did. Moves up again, retest, or it is straight line, retest again the break. Doesn't mean it will definitely reach here or there, but try to reach to the area and retest, and then what happened? Immediately fell. And this is now a downtrend. So we're in a downtrend. So until we reach here, we are still in a downtrend, and I think this is where it is, probably the 10, yes, 109, 110 area. So it could take some time to break it. And now what I want to show you that what happened if we go to the week and see, let's make it bigger, see what happened if I take. We can see the uptrend. We are in an uptrend, right? Let's see what happened there. It broke it. So assuming that the price will reach here, it will create a blue line here, and this is a break, and this is the weekly, and this is a break of the uptrend. So what happened if there is a break of the uptrend? Again, the price action like to reach to the area of the break and then immediately creating a downtrend because we broke the uptrend. This is the weekly. This is why I don't like, and you can check it. Let's go again to the daily. What happened when we break it? Moved up, we broke the uptrend, it flashed down, retested. So again, if we break it, we don't see it blue, it will move up and then move down. Alright, so you can see it here, moved up, immediately flash the downside. So be very careful in the log and time. We check let's check the spies and try to conclude. So in the SPY, you can see this is a big, nice uptrend. It's bouncing from the 200, which is nice. So with the SPY, there is still some power to move to the upside. Yes, we can see it here that this is the break of the uptrend, and but this is inversion of the Fed and the market. Push the market up again, push the market up. I don't know if they're gonna review now. If we check the Qs in the weekly, we're gonna see nice uptrend. We are still in an uptrend, so probably try to reach here and then continue the downtrend. There is not from there. There is a divergence, but we have to wait and see if it's wanna break. Try to make it more and so we broke it here, so we try to make a reversal. So let's conclude with the SPY. Let's coming back. If we check the daily, we are still nice in a downtrend. Rejected from just a round number, the 400 didn't close. So try to probably move and close the gap and then move with the Qs to the downside. Some stocks have divergence to the upside again with some power left in their engine, and they can push the market a little bit higher and then flash to the downside. So be careful on Wednesday and on this is a nice big week of news and reports of the big companies, so be careful with it. I'm at the moment in the shorter term I'm bullish, but I will look for a move to the downside. So this is it, guys. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Follow and subscribe if you want to see more correct and tutorials and prediction. So bye bye, guys.